Before we start the music, introduce yourself.
Hello, I'm Weird Al Yankovic, but you can call me Al.
Great song.
Paul stole that from me.
You listen to lots of different music. And obviously with pop music, you're very aware of what's happening and you have a keen ear.
I'm a little out of touch, so hopefully these are songs from the past millennium.
Here you go.
Okay, am I supposed to be hearing something?
Is it not playing?
Oh, now it is.
Yeah, there we go.
Oh, that's Elton John. I heard it from the first beat.
There we go.
Bennie and the Jets,
Bennie
obviously.
and the Jets.
Yeah.
Tell me about Elton John.
Elton John was a big influence on me. As a teenager, my room was covered every square inch with Elton John posters and memorabilia, so I was very into Elton John. I kind of taught myself how to play by ear on the accordion by playing along with my Elton John records, because, you know, when you take accordion lessons, they teach you polkas and they teach you classical pieces, but not Elton John so much. So yeah. I played along with the records and I learned kind of the rock chord progressions. To this day, I can play by ear pretty well.
What attracted you to the accordion?
Well, I don't think it was my decision initially. I was 6 years old. It sounds made up, but it's absolutely true. A guy came door to door, like a door-to-door salesman, and offering music lessons, accordion lessons and guitar lessons.
Yeah.
And my parents thought, guitar? Why would any teenager need to learn how to play the guitar? That's crazy. So, of course, I took the accordion lessons.
Where would you be if you had done the guitar instead of the accordion?
I wouldn't have stood out so much.
Probably be a knife salesman.
Dr. Demento, that's how we got my start. He played me on his radio show.
Yeah.
He said that if he got a tape in the mail from a teenager playing the guitar, he would have thrown it in the trash. But a kid playing the accordion and thinking somehow that he was cool, that, you know, give that guy a little boost. Well, the Knack, obviously. My Sharona.
Tell me about that song.
Well, it was a huge hit in the summer of 1979. I was working on my college campus radio station, taking requests. And the requests we got for it, everything else total times 2 would be the request we got for My Sharona. It was a huge, huge hit. You know, I love that kind of power pop, which was coming out of LA at the time. And I took my accordion into the bathroom across the hall from the radio station and recorded My Bologna.
My Bologna.
That was the first song that ever got released nationally. Doug Feiger, the lead singer of the Knack, was instrumental in getting that on Capitol Records, because I ran into him at a Knack concert at Cal Poly, and he introduced me to the vice president of Capitol Records, and they said, oh, yeah, sure, we'll put it out. Why not?
If you like My Sharona, wait till you hear this.
Uh-oh.
No, I'm saying that was what you were saying.
Oh, I was ready for the next song.
Did you write the book?
Don McLean. Oh, these are easy.
Yeah, we're starting easy. We work our way up.
When I first had the idea for doing a parody of American Pie, everybody said, oh, forget it. There's no way he's going to give you permission. He's very precious about that song. It's so iconic. He never lets anybody do anything with it. But he let me do my silly parody.
My, this here Anakin guy. Maybe Vader someday later. Now he's just a small fry.
How do you get the permission? What's your secret?
Generally, we don't send a demo. We don't even send finished lyrics unless we absolutely have to.
Yeah.
Generally, it's sort of like, you know, Al wants to do a parody of your song. He's changing the title to this. Here's the basic concept. What do you think? People know at this point that I'm not trying to make them look bad. It's not supposed to be derogatory. It's all in good fun. And if they're okay with a general concept of song parodies, they usually say okay.
And I imagine at this point, when you do a song, when you do a parody, it probably helps.
Oh, huge boost. Is that Frankie Yankovic?
Yes.
Okay. In heaven there is no beer?
Yes.
Frankie Yankovic, no relation, but we both play the accordion.
What are the odds?
Frankie Yankovic might be part of the reason that my parents decided I should take accordion lessons, because they thought there weren't enough accordion playing Yankovics in the world. So they just want to get that number up.
Are there other Yankovics out there?
Oh, my daughter
Yankovics need to learn how to play accordion. Does your daughter play accordion?
She did ask for accordion lessons, so she's got to take over for me someday. I'm getting tired.
The next in the long line of Yankovic accordion players.
Oh, Traveling Wilburys.
Yes.
Handle with care.
What about that band? Are you a fan?
Absolutely, yeah. In fact, I got to perform that song with a bunch of other people at George Fest.
Yeah.
Honoring George Harrison.
I hear some George in your voice.
Do you?
When you sing.
Oh, that's nice to hear.
Yeah.
I'm obviously a huge George fan. I'm friends with his son, Danny.
Yeah.
And I performed What It Was Life at George Fest.
What I feel, I can't say, but my love is there for you.
He's amazing.
The best.
Post-Beatles career, out of control.
In a way, the Beatles were kind of holding him back.
It's because he was kind of just hitting his stride when they broke up.
In some secluded rendezvous.
Oh, Spike Jones.
Spike Jones?
Yes.
Who's Spike Jones?
He was one of my absolute, Mount Rushmore comedy heroes. I don't want to say he was the Weird Al of his day, but he was.
But he was.
But, he was a very popular band leader, and it was a comedy act. They did funny songs. They did whatever the pop standards were of the day, but he, added bells and whistles and gunshots, and sort of like what I do with my polka medleys. I rip off Spike Jones with my polka medleys a lot.
If you hear a song, do you just think to yourself, oh, it'd be funny if I change? Like,
Yeah,
and it comes to
I
you?
haven't been doing like straight parody songs for a while now,
Yeah.
but back when I was really active doing that, I would study the Billboard charts. I would say, okay, it's getting played on MTV and on the radio. Beyond that, I look for songs with a really strong lyrical or musical hook. Songs that like in 1 second, when you hear them on the radio. Randy Newman?
Yes.
Ooh.
He's someone who, especially early in his career, was writing these really funny songs.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, Randy was never like a novelty artist, but he always had a really biting sense of humor. Most of my songs follow Randy's blueprint of the unreliable narrator. They're written from the standpoint of, some crazy person, usually somebody who's obsessed with something or is like sociopathic or whatever, but it's kind of fun to like take on characters and write songs in their voice, and that's what Randy did all the time.
Hello, Muddah.
Well, Allan Sherman, Hello Muddah, Hello Faddah, from 1963.
My wife sings this all the time.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
I don't know why. Who's Allan Sherman?
Don't you know?
Well, that's why
Well, Allan Sherman was another one of my heroes. He did mostly parody songs, but parodies of public domain songs, that you don't have to pay royalties for, like classical pieces, whatever.
Yeah.
And hugely, hugely popular. I mean, I had the first #1 comedy album since Allan Sherman, but he had such a run. Like, within 18 months, he had 3 #1 albums. Not #1 comedy albums, like #1 albums. He had such a run. It was, will never be matched.
Growing up, were you more inspired by music or comedy or
Both, really. I mean, in my teenage years, I listened to a lot of music, and I've always been, inspired by comedy. Like the first time that I saw Monty Python, that kind of changed my life.
Yeah.
SCTV, SNL growing up. Musically, all the British invasion stuff, Beatles and the Stones and the Kinks and the Who and everything else. So I love both equally, and I'm attempting to do both. Oh, Tom Lehrer. There's antimony, arsenic, aluminum, selenium, and hydrogen, and oxygen, and nitrogen, and rhenium, and nickel, neodymium. Yeah. I used to have the whole thing memorized at some point.
The elements.
This song is one of the reasons that we cast Daniel Radcliffe in my biopic, because he performed that song word for word on the Graham Norton show in 2010.
Sulfur, californium, and fermium, berkelium, and also mendelevium, einsteinium, nobelium, and argon, radon, neon, krypton, xenon, zinc, and rhodium, and chlorine, carbon, cobalt, copper, tungsten, tin, and sodium. Now,
And it wasn't like I thought, I'm going to cast him to play me in a biopic, but he definitely got on my radar. I think, this guy's a huge nerd, and I would like to hang out with him. He's the guy that you want to work on anything with, because he's super professional, super grounded, super nice, just the best guy.
Did he study you? Did he did he talk to you on the phone and try and like?
He didn't need to. I mean, if you haven't seen it, the biopic isn't 100% factually accurate, and he wasn't really trying to do an impression of me in any way. It was just sort of like a bizarre, alternate world interpretation of me.
Who my little hungry one? Hungry one. Open up a package of my banana.
He was going for the Academy Award.
And it's a shame he didn't get one for that. Trying to think if it's me or Coolio. I think it's Coolio.
Rest in peace.
Rest in power, Coolio.
I mean, that song is incredible.
Yeah, it's very powerful.
What did you hear when you heard that song?
I like doing rap songs because there's a lot of words to play with. But I was racking my brain thinking like, Gangsta's Paradise, like, what can I do with that? What can I do with that? And then I thought, well, the Amish lifestyle is the polar opposite of the gangster lifestyle. And maybe there's some humor to be gleaned in the juxtaposition of those two cultures.
Yeah.
Who knows?
As I walk through the valley where I harvest my grain, I take a look at my wife and realize she's very plain. But that's just perfect for an Amish like me. I shun fancy things like electricity.
Amish Paradise was such a fun video to make. I wanted to shoot it in Lancaster, Pennsylvania, but we couldn't bring the whole production across the country, so we shot it in the Amish city of Los Angeles.
Famously Amish.
Yes.
What are you doing now?
We're about ready to embark on the 2026 Bigger and Weirder tour.
Yeah.
It's the same tour that we did last year, but now it's this year. We decided to do a whole nother year because at the end of last year's tour, we thought, this is too fun. We have to keep doing this.
Great to meet you.
You as well.
Thank you for coming on
Thanks
the show.
a lot.
Absolute pleasure.
Thank you.
You're an icon.
Thank you.